All right. Welcome, 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 beautiful Black family. How y'all doing today? This is Sister Yah coming at you live from Ghana. I hope everybody is doing well in spite of the re-emergence or the second wave of COVID-19. We're hearing is coming back through in Europe and in the United States. We want all of you to stay safe, protect yourself, um, do what you got to do. And then we got this crazy election that's coming up, and a lot of crazy people talking about doing crazy things. So if you're gonna go vote, please be safe going to the polls. I understand that they are out there intimidating Black voters and talking about what they're gonna do if Trump doesn't win. So everybody be careful out there. I'm here today, like I said, coming to you from Ghana in Accra, just outside of Accra. We're at the Sankofa Repat Guest House in Okonkwo, which is about a good 30-minute drive from the inner part of Accra, depending on the traffic. But I'm here with Baba Azibo, who is one of our newest repats to Ghana from Long Beach, California. So we want to just check with a new repat and see if Africa is all that he thought it would be. What are some of the challenges? What is what he expected? What he didn't expect it? So on and so forth. And because these are the types of things that will help you all as you start planning your transition back to the country. So, welcome, Baba Azibo. How are you doing?
Fine. Grand Rising, Sister Yah.
Thank you, thank you. And so you've been in Ghana now just a little over a week, right?
That's correct.
I think Thursday made 1 week, right? So let's talk about and what we picked you up. We had our people pick you up and bring you to the Sankofa Guest House. So you've been staying here with us for a week. So before we get into anything, tell us what is your review? What are your thoughts about the guest house? How has your stay been here?
The guest house is more than I ever expect. In fact, I did a run through. I did a walkthrough, live walkthrough. You can check my page, Baba Azibo, Johnny, on Facebook. And man, it's the construction. They have a different way of constructing buildings here on the continent than they do anywhere else I've been. It's the way it's constructed is constructed something like it's kind of constructed like a mansion, but it's like a cross between a house and a hotel, and it's kind of hard to describe. But the floors are immaculate, the walls, and they do everything out of concrete. And man, they are masters. Every time I see them construct a building or something, I always think about the pyramids, and I was saying to myself, how do they do this? And I think about our ancestors and how they constructed the pyramids, and they mastered. Black folks are the masters of construction.
Well, outside of construction, how has your stay been here in the guest house?
It's been. I can't even describe it. It's like the.
Do you feel at home here?
I felt at home when I first got here. And when I got to the guest house, I felt even more at home. I, I, my room was ready. Uh, you know, the bed, room, air conditioning. It was just a relaxing type of feeling. You know, I felt like I was at home. You know,
And that's what we want people to feel. And did you feel that you got adequate help in assisting you get acclimated to your environment?
yes, I did. Yes, I did. You did an immaculate job at uh, no mistakes, just a smooth transition from the United States to this environment here. And I'm still getting acclimated to a lot of things.
It's going to take time.
I've experienced here on the continent. A lot of my experiences, you could go to my page, Baba Azibo, Facebook, uh, you know, Baba Azibo Janet at Facebook, and it's just a beautiful experience. You know, I've gotten to know a few people that gave me a walkthrough as far as how to gain residency. I've gotten a few things as far as investments, how to deal with the currency exchange, um, and it's a beautiful thing to know that your money go stretches farther than it does in the United States.
But you still have to be conscious of spending, okay? Because
Exactly.
your money will go, you know, especially when we ain't got nothing else coming back in. Exactly. But what we really wanted to do was to provide, and I hope we've been able to do that for you, a safe place, a safe landing place for you, you know, where you can be at home, feel comfortable, and while you get your personal things in order. That's right. To be able to move out on your own. So right. That's what the Sankofa Repat house is about, providing a safe environment for you to land and get here. We send a driver to the airport, pick you up, bring you straight to the house. And we're safe, comfortable, until you move around, and then we help you, link you with the right connections to do the things that you need. The most important thing of which is to find your own permanent housing, because this is a temporary house. This is not a permanent housing. So we've been able to help with the help of Ministry of the Future with Dr. Milano. We've been able to help you secure an apartment. And with that, then we'll be able to go back to immigration to help him apply for his permanent residency. So I already took him to immigration with me because I had to go to renew mine. I already had residency for myself and my children, but it expired when I was in Ghana. So the process of renewing mine is different than the process of somebody who just applying fresh and new. So I took Baba Azibo with me to immigration so that he could hear firsthand from the immigration officers what it was he needed to qualify for residency. Exactly. And what you found out is that it's really inexpensive. It doesn't cost a lot. The process is not really complicated, but you do need two. You need two people with who are Ghanaian citizens. Who are Ghanaian citizens with Ghanaian passports. That's a must. And they give you an application, you fill it out, and there's a certain time period where they grant you a residency after you get your apartment and you have your rental agreement. Yeah, your lease agreement. You need what they told him to come back with was his his lease agreement. So that's the basis of his residency, that he has gotten him somewhere to stay. And then also two Ghanaian citizens with passports who come and sign a bond on his behalf. They don't pay anything, but they do have to vouch for him and say, okay, yeah, we know him. He's a good guy. He didn't come here to do anything bad or illegal,
Right.
and we're gonna look out for him, and that type of
thing. Basically, they're like they act as witnesses
on your behalf. So, and it's very similar when you're going to the United States when they're going. Then,
right.
Like when I had to bring my husband, I had to do an affidavit of support, an affidavit saying that I'm going to be responsible for him, and
right.
That's basically what it is. It's saying that we're vouching for this person, right? That's what it is. And then you show that you have the resources to take care of yourself, because they have had people who come here with little money, or and then they end up on the streets or in a very bad situation, and they want to avoid that. So you need to show them that you have the income or resources to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
So, but other than that, really, that's it. And I think the application is like 150 Ghana cedis, something nominal. When you convert that to dollars, that comes about $30. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then in about 4 to 6 weeks, you go back and you pick up your passport with your residency. So we're getting Baba Azibo ready in his residency.
Right.
Yeah. So he's gotten his apartment. So now the people from Ministry of the Future helping him to go locate some furniture and things that he'll need to, really get in and be at home in his own space. So that's why it was so important for me to get back over here in Ghana, get on the ground, because I could do more to help people as they are coming, as they are transitioning, than I ever could,
right.
Sit back at home in DC.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So, so now tell us, is Ghana what you expected? Tell us the things that you expected, and tell us what you didn't expect.
Ghana is more than what I expected. Man, we went up by the beach, by the oh man, the ocean is awesome. The reason why it was more than what I expected was because there was some kind of spiritual connection. The atmosphere is literally, you can feel something in the atmosphere. The people, the culture, the people are very nice. Food is great. The food is great. You'll see on my page. Like I say, the accommodations, the environment is totally different from the West. It's the opposite. It seems like it's the opposite, but it's the opposite in a very positive, dynamic, spiritual kind of way. It's not. It seems like it's chaotic, but it's not. It's highly organized. You can feel the ancientness of the land itself. You can feel the ancestors. I'm a very spiritual individual, and I don't flaunt it. I just be it. The shortcomings is that the accommodations, as far as they're not as accommodating as the U.S. as far as just everyday living, and structures, some of the structures are,
You mean the infrastructure?
right, infrastructure isn't built up, but I already know the reason why because of that. We already know why, you know. But that's the reason why we're here. We're here to help with infrastructure, help with investment, and help with organization as far as the unification is concerned. But it's everything and more that I even expected.
Well, what I want people to understand is that when you come to Africa, you have to be. Africa has to already be inside you.
That's right.
Because when you, if it's not, when you get here and you encounter some of the inconveniences, the bad roads, sometimes your lights may go out, you know what I mean, and things like that. If the desire to be here is just not inside you, then you're gonna be like, oh my God, oh, you know what I mean, and I hate this place and all that. So it really has to be in you. So for me, when the lights go out, then you know it's not the end of the world. You know,
yeah, you have
it's
to
irritating, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, but they're gonna come back on, and then I'll just go on with life. You know what I'm saying? So
you have to come with an open mind. I have to. You can't compare the West with Africa.
Yeah, you can't come here expecting to find America or Britain or London here, because it's not here. This is something else.
Totally different. Something totally different. And you have to come with your heart open and your mind open and look. You have to look beyond what you see and look at the potential of what can be.
Exactly. And see, that's what I see when I'm here. I look at everything and all I see is opportunity everywhere.
Right. That's right.
I'm like, man, so much opportunity. That's what I see. So nothing really gets me, frustrated or anything, because I'm like, man, wow, this is a huge opportunity here, a huge opportunity there. So but like I said, the desire to be here has to be inside you anyway, so that you won't be so frustrated. I mean, because where the guest house is, the roads are crappy.
That's right.
And it's so funny because you'll be on these crappy roads, but then when you get to the house, there's this big old mansion, that we're in.
That's right. That's right.
So, but it is what it is. I'm trying to find something a little bit closer, in better streets and roads, because these roads are, but it's for the price. That's the other thing. Being where we are, to be able to get the house, this size building for this price to accommodate people that are coming in, we really couldn't beat it. You know what I mean? Once you get past that, and we're just a brief walking distance to the main road. That's right. Yeah. So where you can catch a taxi or you catch a trotro. How's it been riding on the trotro been for you? That's been an experience.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste. The trotro is you think about the city buses in the West. And you ring the string and to stop. It's the opposite. Everything is diametrically opposed to the West. The trotro, you pack in like sardines, and people ain't scared to sit by you or touch you or anything.
Help you. Even if you got bags and you getting on there, the people on the bus will grab your bags and help you and put it on there. I mean, Ghanaians are very, very friendly and helpful.
It's family oriented. Yeah. Everything is family oriented, and that's something I think we've lost in the West.
Yeah. I remember I told you, I said, listen, you don't have to be afraid. If you want to get out there and walk around, and then ask anybody. Even most of them will stop what they're doing.
That's right.
And so, okay, here, come here. Let me show you how to get there. You know what I'm saying? So
people are super, super nice.
Yeah, they are. They really are. They're very accommodating. Sometimes I think to their own, to a fault, because I can see how people come and want to take advantage of
That's
them.
right. They're nice to everybody, regardless of race or what. It's their nature to be the way they are.
Yeah. And then when sometimes I get frustrated because I feel like they're too nice.
Right.
Like if you ask one of them, okay, I want you to come do such and such for me. How much is it gonna cost? Oh, madam, I can't charge you. Just give me whatever.
Right.
And I say, no, don't do that. I'm gonna be, fair, but I know there are some people who will take advantage of somebody that says that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you will hear that a lot. Oh, no, I can't charge you. Just give me whatever you want. Just whatever you think. And I'm like, every time one of them tell me that, I have to have a talk with them. Like, don't do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you need to put value on.
Right. You need to be compensated.
Yeah, on whatever you're doing. So, yeah. So, but overall, like I said, any inconveniences mean nothing to me because I'm looking at the bigger picture.
That's right.
And the bigger picture is I'm in the land of my ancestors. This COVID thing, we don't know anything about COVID over here. Okay, so
it's not even affected over here.
The thing about it is people are still moving around and doing their thing. Most of the stores that you enter in, they're gonna have either hand sanitizer or they're gonna have, a little bay for you to wash your hands with soap and water. But in terms of like people having COVID or people dying from COVID, now I know officially the president has given us the numbers. But if you talk to the everyday Ghanaians, none of them believe it. They said they don't know anybody who had COVID.
Exactly.
They don't know who these people are that he's talking about. Now, we're in a country of only 25 million people. And if he says 44,000 people have contracted it, who are these people? Nobody knows them.
Right.
In the 300 that he said died, nobody knows them. And funerals are a thing here. If you come here weekends, Saturdays, Friday, Saturday, funerals are a really big thing. That's what people really do on the weekend, go to funerals.
Right.
We look at funerals kind of differently, like it's sad for them too, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for people, friends, family to all come together. And then, after the mourning, then they partying. You know what I'm saying? So funerals are a really, really, really big social thing here. But nobody knows anybody that's died from COVID. So when I ask everywhere I go, whenever I'm in an Uber, we got Uber here too. So when I'm in an Uber and I'm talking to the drivers, or if I'm, anywhere, and I ask people, about COVID, everybody says the same thing. Right. We don't know what this man is talking about. We don't know anybody that's been sick with this or anything. So life is just going on for them. And I don't know, it may be this sun. Is this sun? Y'all see, Sister Yada got tan. Look how toasted I am. Y'all see me glowing with this nice tan?
That's right.
This sun ain't no joke. But I love it though. Because, Black people, we need sun. It's that melatonin, and it helps with your mood, and you get that vitamin D. And that's one of the things that they're saying, that a lot of people that are affected with COVID have
lack of vitamin
D deficiency. So that may be one of the reasons why it's just
not effective.
Yeah, because people be out here from sun up to way past sundown. You know what I mean? They out moving and shaking and making things happen. They out here hustling.
That's right. Yeah. Every day, and it's nonstop. It's nonstop. They selling everything from the rooter to the tutor. Okay, it's just like one big super giant swap meet. That's what it seems like. Compton swap meet ain't got nothing on it. I'm just saying,
Yeah. I mean, they hustling. They hustle. I mean, they get that.
I mean, everybody and their grandmamas out there. and they carrying everything, all their products on top of their head. Oh man, it's so special here. It's very unique. The people have very nice attitudes. They out there in the hot sun every day. all night, all day, non-stop. It's micromanagement. That's what I call it. It's called micromanagement. Little tiny businesses, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody basically is an entrepreneur. And I noticed that when I first moved over here. Well, when I started coming like over a decade ago, I'm like, everybody's an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
You do have some people that go out there and they, looking for jobs, but for the most part, the average African person is an entrepreneur. They got some type of business. And that's one of the things I feel like we lost in the West because they teach us to go to school and get a job. Go to school so you can get a job.
Exactly.
Go to school so you can get a good job. Whereas over here, even if you go to school and guaranteed that you're gonna get a job, right. So everybody got a hustle. Everybody got something that they're doing, and I love that about them. So it's because it basically is what has inspired me to be more entrepreneurial. So that's why me and my husband were doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely say coming to Africa and being exposed to African people and that hustle mentality has affected me in a positive way.
It generates that whole thing, generates positive energy that it motivates me to want to do things on a larger scale, not just micromanagement, but unifying in terms of basically corporate and growing together in a unified way to own, teach your children ownership, teach your children control, teach them about African spirituality and what we have to do in the future. That's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all about. Preparing a place. So I mean, we're gonna have other people coming from the diaspora. They have to come to a place to where they can heal because we've been damaged as a people. We've been damaged, and that damagedness is not going to go away until we address the issue or come up with a solution to being mentally out of order. In terms mentally out of touch, spiritual out of touch with our ancestors.
Yeah. You can keep talking, brother. I'm just turning up.
My whole thing is to create healing centers. To create healing centers / skill centers. You learn a skill while you heal. Learn a skill while you heal. And these are I call them eco villages. I call them eco villages, and I'm currently writing a book on this total concept, which is called organic Pan-Africanism, where we can come together and create an economic system based on spirituality and building and economics and spirituality all wrapped up into one. And then what I want to do is I want to franchise it out. I want to build thousands of these centers, and each center will specialize in a certain specialization, like IT, technical IT, or computer AI, artificial intelligence, or farming, or construction, architecture. Each one of these healing centers will be centered around a certain skill. And this is what I'm currently working on now.
Yeah. Beautiful concept. So we got a lot of people making comments here. Mixed Native says she's so happy for all who've made it to the motherland. Eric Quasi says, greetings. When you arrive on the motherland, you must try to leave your Western mindset behind and embrace the African culture. That's absolutely correct.
Exactly.
Absolutely correct. You have to do that. So recently, and I really haven't uh, commented on these people because I don't feel like they're really worthy of comment. But with that family that came over and they've been putting out all these negative videos about they came to Ghana and ready to go back. But I noticed they haven't gone back. They're still here. But just complaining about every little thing. You know what I mean? So um, those people I feel like didn't come with the right mind. You know what I mean? So
they didn't come with the right spirit.
Right. Yeah. You definitely, and some of the stuff is just not true. You know what I mean? No. You if you want to have the lady was complaining about snacks. If you're looking for Twinkies and Doritos and all that, they have those things. But be ready to pay for those things. They have markets, they have international brands, international foods, and you can get those things, but you're gonna pay for them because all that stuff is imported, right? But if you manage yourself and learn how to appreciate local food, you can eat very inexpensive. Food will be
it's cheaper.
Yeah,
it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And secondly, you got to come with you come in with a westernized mindset. The same thing that we talked about. Mm-hmm. People come here with a westernized mindset, expecting westernized behavior and things. Mm-hmm. If you want Western, stay in the West.
Stay in the West.
Exactly.
Stay in the West. So when you come, we are African here. So come here and be prepared to be African.
That's right.
Now, let me tell you something. A lot of people come and they got it in their mind that because it's Africa, everything is going to be so cheap. And they, because we're not trying to paint a picture of utopia. It's not a utopia.
Right.
Let me repeat. It's not a utopia, and you need money to live here. Okay.
Exactly.
If you get over here and your money finished, you're going to be in a very bad way. Okay. So you need to have a plan for having steady income coming in, or enough money to put in, start a business. See, this is why Sankofa Repatriation Assistance Program is so important because I know that the vast majority of our people who are descendants of kidnapped and enslaved Africans living in the West don't have resources to pack up, move, and come to Africa. No matter how much they want to. So, while I support reparations, we deserve reparations. I'm not hanging my hat. I'm not saying
that's right.
I'm going to wait for reparations for me to be able to come back to Africa. You see what I'm saying? Because that might not ever happen.
No.
This is why it's important that we practice group economics, and pool our resources together so that we can do things. See, this house right now, this big house that Azibo loves,
right.
We don't own it. I want to own one for Sankofa. So then even that way we can even reduce what we have to, collect from people to stay. Just help pay with, if we own it, we can say, okay, just give something towards the utility. Or you know what I'm saying? So while people stay and get themselves on their feet. But as it is now, because the donations are so minimal coming in, we have to say, okay, we have to charge per night for a room so that we can make sure we cover the rent for the building, you know what I'm saying, and pay the utilities and things like that. But I would love for us, Sankofa, to be able to raise enough money to build a replica of this building, because this would be something for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like that, that, okay, once I arrive, I got somewhere I can go stay for a week or two, for little or nothing. And while I go find my permanent or get my feet wet, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we need these type of things, but we can only have them if the people support. There's some other repats here that have some services, and what we discussed was getting together and trying to put together a database of people on the ground and what services that they provide, so a directory, so that for you all that are coming, Okay, you know who you need to contact if you're looking for some land, who you need to contact if you need XYZ, who you need to contact. Because a lot of people are here. A brother Yeshua Stevens, who is active on Facebook, on my first, he's helping brothers and sisters get land. My husband has to come. He help you get land. We had Sister Akusa Boateng. She helping people. They building a whole community up in a brewery up in the mountains. So we have people who can help you so you don't run into pitfalls. You know, get land that's in dispute and you end up losing your money. So we're putting a directory of reliable resources for people who, when you arrive, then you know where you can go stay. You know who can help you find a house. You know what somebody that's gonna go with you, help you get your residency and stuff like this. But we need the support because even just transportation, moving around to go help people do stuff.
Transportation is
that's where a lot of your money is getting made up.
It'll bite into your pocket. I'm telling you.
Yeah. That's where a lot of your money will get eaten up, is just moving from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? So, that your transportation can end up being even more than your budget for food, because you got to move around. You know what I mean? And if you don't have
to get things done, you got to get your business taken care of.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. So, we're not just out here saying support for no reason. There's a reason why we need the people to act as a collective, so that we can have something on the ground for resources for people when they get here. So,
and believe me, it's working. It's working. I went through the smoothest transition ever. I had I haven't had any problems yet. The only problem I had was at the airport. Remember at the airport, when I first stepped foot on the continent, they asked me,
where were you going? Well, the problem was, what are you here for? Let me tell y'all what happened. There's a form that you fill out when you arrive that you have to give to immigration, and it's asking you, who do you know, what's their phone number, and where the address where you're gonna be staying. And I think Baba Azibo didn't fill it out right. And that's why he went through this whole questioning and interrogation, and then to say Sister Yah, that means nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he knew
they don't know Sister Yah.
Yeah, and Sankofa repat and all this. So be sure when you're coming, you fill that form out, because, they were like, what are you coming here to do? And he was like, he started talking about his eco village and stuff. They're like, what the? Well, especially talking about leaving America. That was another thing. So they called me. It was like 11:30 in the morning, and he had given them my number, and I'm telling him he's okay. And they were like, well, how do you know him? And I'm like, he's just from social media. He's a brother, and it was a whole big thing. They go, well, we're gonna send him back. I'm like, what?
Hell no. No.
So that was a mess. But all because he didn't fill that form out right. So it just, kind of raised an alarm to them. But I mean, other than that, it's smooth as silk. Yeah. Smooth as silk.
No mistakes at all. I haven't had any mistakes since I've been here. And how long I've been here? Since October what? 22nd?
Yeah, it's been Thursday. This past Thursday was a week.
Right.
So it's been a week and 2-3 days.
Right. Mm-hmm. No mistakes at all.
So that's because we got people on the ground helping him to get, where he needs to be. So that's the key, to be able to receive people and make sure that they, have a smooth transition, because coming here, not knowing anybody, and it can be difficult.
That's right.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all, come have a steady source of income.
Right.
Or stay. Don't come over here with no money. Don't come over here with some money that's going to run out and you ain't got a plan for more money to come in. You understand what I'm saying? Because the last thing you want to be is in Africa with no money. Okay, that's a hard life. That's the very reason why you see so many of our brothers and sisters trying to leave because they're looking for that money. You know, because it's a hard life without money. It's a hard life here without money. That's just the honest to God truth. So, you know, I'm fortunate. My husband is still in the state working. You know what I'm saying? I got support. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have that support system financially.
Yeah. Yeah. So, um, anything else you want to add? Let's see if anybody have any questions. Let's see. When it comes to Pan-African ideology, Ghana is definitely leading the way, thanks to the ancestor farming improvement. Yeah. Did you want to add anything, Baba?
I would like to add to if you can devise anything to support this program, if you can think of anything, please let us know. We need your support in every way possible. And all she started out just asking for $1.
$1 a month.
If you can find somebody, a friend of yours that's able to give $1, you know.
That's all we need. We're looking for 1 million brothers and sisters in the diaspora to commit to 4 quarters a month, $1 a month. And at that point, it's a game changer, not just for our people, but for the brothers and sisters on the continent, because we can be moving brothers and sisters over here and setting up businesses. The money,
thousands.
Yeah, I mean, we can be doing a lot. So that's going to be job creation. That's going to be tax revenue for the country.
Right.
That's going to be even for the real estate market. All those people coming, they're either going to be buying land, they're going to be building houses, they're going to be renting apartments. So if we can come together just to help ourselves, we help everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with that being said, I'm just reaching out to you all to don't forget about the Sankofa repatriate assistance program. Facebook has banned me. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. They banned me. They didn't tell me why. They banned me for 30 days. And all I can get is some vague reference to something that I allegedly said back in May. But they won't tell me what it was. Just said that it just all of a sudden they banned me and won't tell me why, won't tell me what I said. And this comes, with us not having our own platform.
We need our own platform. In fact, we need our own internet universe. We need our own internet so that we can control our own narrative. That's how they control us. They control us through rules, regulations, and policies. That's how they control us. We need to control our own narrative, and stop using their stuff.
Yeah. So that's true. And so that's why y'all haven't been seeing me on Facebook. But as soon as the ban is over, I'll be back. And then one other thing that I have planned to do, well, let me just tell y'all a couple things before we let you go. So the Exodus Alliance is going to be doing a weekly show that will be streamed. It's called Exodus Radio. So it'll be the Exodus Alliance members coming, and we'll be discussing different topics. And the first one will be this Tuesday coming on November 3rd, which is Election Day in the United States. And that one is going to be Vote or Exodus. That's the topic for that show. So make sure y'all check that out. You can go to Brother RJ Mahdi's website, Made in Africa, or and find a flyer for that, because I can't post it because I'm banned. So it'll be streamed on Made in Africa's YouTube channel as well. So go over there and get the flyer for that. So make sure y'all check that out. We're going to be every Tuesday. The Exodus Alliance will be coming to you. We'll be doing shows every Tuesday. The other thing I'm looking to do here in Ghana, I want to do a Sankofa repats community outreach, which is going to be reaching out to young people. I'm looking for a venue right now. I want to have a space where we can meet once a month. We can do some lectures. We can show some documentaries and films. I've already had a Ghanaian brother to donate a popcorn machine to me. And then I'm thinking we can just do like a local drink, like maybe some Sobolo, from the Caribbean, they call it Soro, some ginger beer or something like that once a month and give. And we want to invite the youth because one of the biggest things that I realized is that continental Africans don't know a lot about the reality of our situation. They don't know a lot about what happened to us, what's still happening to us. They don't know a lot about geopolitics. Like they don't understand why Africa is still poor. So with all the resources that they have, so they need to know why. They need to know about the IMF, the World Bank. They need to know everything,
That's right.
And data is expensive over here. So some people have, they buy data and stuff, but to be streaming videos the way we stream, because our stuff is unlimited, right?
That's right. That's right.
They're not able to do that. So there is a lack of information, a lack of
that's it. Lack of information.
Yeah, a lack of even access to information.
Right.
And the young people are the key. I'm convinced of that. So we have to get to the youth, to the young people, and start engaging them in dialogue and building a bridge between us and the diaspora and the young people.
That's right.
And so that's what I want to do. That's one of the things that's on my agenda to do is this building bridges, coming together, talking to each other, learning each other's experience. You know what I mean? And
build up a dialogue.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what we got to do. So that's one of the initiatives that Sankofa Repat is looking to do. And I'll keep y'all posted on that. Right now, I'm looking for someone to agree. But the repat house is big enough to do it, but the repat house is not the best location. So that's the problem. We need to probably be somewhere in Accra Central. East Legon or somewhere like that, somewhere that's more easily and centrally accessible to just about everybody.
You're talking about a movie house, right? Sort of like that?
No, I just need somewhere with a space big enough because I got a projector screen and I got the projector and I got loads and loads of documentary and film.
Right.
And because I have the portable Wi-Fi, I can even pull up a lot of documentaries and film on YouTube and stream them. And, we just want to set up a space for them to sit. We'll watch a film or we bring in a lecturer to talk about something. And then we have discussion after.
Yeah, that's a profound impact on the minds of our youth. And that's what we need to impact. Because the international world, China, the West, United States, they're coming. And if we don't teach our children ownership now, then the next superpower, the next global superpower won't be black. We have the potential to make Africa a global superpower. But we have to be organized. They have to have that superpower consciousness.
Yeah.
We have to be unified.
Yeah. So, Brother Frank, you said to try to collaborate with Lance. I've tried to reach out to Lance. I've sent messages, I've emailed, I've done everything. He hasn't responded. So, I don't know why, but he's just, maybe he's busy or something. So I haven't been able to reach Lance. Somebody contacted me about 3-4 weeks ago and told me Lance had made it to Ghana. And I've tried to reach out to him.
Lance Kerr?
Yeah, and I'm not able to do so. So I guess whenever he has time, he'll reach back out to me. Somebody said, what are some good and opportunities to create a good income stream if one doesn't come with a business already? Well, the opportunities are numerous. There's a lot. It depends on how much money you have to invest in something and how much time you have to wait for that thing to turn over and start making profit. I mean, there's a lot of things. I suggest. I mean, I don't know what your likes are, what you're interested in, what your skills are, but there's a lot. There's agriculture, there's real estate, there's IT, there's everything,
right. Internet.
Yeah, anything, everything. So, but you need to at least come and see, where you can get in, where you fit in.
Yeah, where you fit in.
You have to. It's right. Based on the individual. What skills? What do you know how to do? You know what I'm saying? What do you, where your interests lie? So, for example, I'm a lawyer by profession, but I just couldn't come here and practice law because there's something I got to do to get a license to practice law. I really didn't even want to have to go through all that action because, to be truthful, I'm not impressed with Ghana's legal system, so I didn't want to. Right. I don't want to be frustrating myself and dealing with that. Okay, so because my husband's family are contractors, that's what they do for a living.
Real estate, yeah.
Build houses. I said, okay, and you got they're steel benders, they're carpenters, they're masons. They do all that, the electrical, the plumbing, and all of them are each over here, one doing this, one doing that. So I said, let's come together under the Unkama, that's right. Their family name, and pull all these people with these skills together, and let's have our own construction company.
Yeah.
Our own family construction company. And now everybody gets work, and under that. So I was able to pull from the resources of my family members that already exist to create that.
But you lucky. You lucky. Definitely.
Yeah. So, but and matter of fact, Azibo knows right now my family, right. My husband's family, they're out there right now on our land constructing my house.
That's right. They doing the damn thing. Shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. They doing the damn thing.
Yeah. So but yeah, it's not just easy, Marky, to just call out something. You really have to get over here and see what fits for you.
You got to put boots on the ground.
Yeah.
At least have an inkling of a notion what you want to do when you get here.
Yeah.
And then you can put the pieces together after you get here.
Yeah. But there's no simple answer. There's nothing you can just say, oh, you can go do this. You know what I mean? Because I just can't tell you that. You have to get over here and at least look and see, or have an idea, like Brother Azibo said, okay, this is my skill set.
Exactly.
How does this fit into the African market or to the Ghanaian market? Something like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, any last words before we go? Any other questions before we go? Thank you all for joining. I'm going to make a point of being more regular on here. Y'all got to understand, sister, I'm not like this internet-minded personality type person.
Me either, man.
I told Azibo, I'm just behind the scenes trying to get the work done. I don't even be thinking about.
I'll be trying though.
I don't think about pulling out my camera all the time to record everything. I don't. But I'm going to try to do better about that, because I know a lot of you, be like, sister, we miss you. We want to see something. Okay, I understand. I'm gonna do better. And also, I know it's important for building up the channel for Sankofa that I have to be more regular and consistent with the videos. So I'm going to try to do better. My focus really is just trying to get the work done on the ground and stuff like that.
That's right.
And help the people. I have a family coming in from Canada tonight, a family of 4, a husband, a wife, and 2 children. So now my mind is already, I'm trying to start, they are coming to me. They contacted me. They're coming to me. I gotta make sure these people okay. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So and now they're coming to stay. They're leaving. They're packing up and leaving and coming to Ghana. So for me, now my mind is I gotta make sure this
accommodation,
not just the accommodations, but helping them get settled because they can't stay here forever. I have to help them, transition from this place to their own place. And I tell everybody when they arrive, 60 days. Didn't I tell you that? You got 60 days.
That's right. And I did it in a week.
You have 60 days to get your residency in Ghana or you are illegal. So when I'm talking to people, I'm like, nothing else really is, don't be thinking about business. Don't be thinking about nothing else. We got to be focusing on what you need to get your residency because without the residency, it's going to be a problem. If they ever stop you and you here illegally, they can deport you, things like that. So for me, from the time a person or family or whoever arrives, all I'm thinking about is getting these people ready for residency.
Right.
Because without their residency, it's going to be a problem. And I don't want anybody to be here illegally. I don't want anybody to get deported. I don't want anybody to be here in a bad way. So your residency and being here legally should be your number one thing.
Number one.
Not a business, because you can lose all that if they deport you. Your business, all that.
Everything's crash and burn, baby.
Don't be thinking about getting over here buying no car or nothing. Get your residency first. Okay? Because without that, you are going back. And every day you overstay. Every day you overstay.
They charge you.
So day 61 that you don't have residency, there's a fee for overstaying. Day 62. So say you stay here, like some people, year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and they're illegal. They're not legally here. And then now the government is giving people citizenship. These people are afraid to come forward because they have been here so long illegally.
That's right.
You understand? And you have to pay for all the time that you've been here illegally, or you're going to be deported. So, residency first. That's the only thing I got to tell you. Residency first. And not just Ghana. Any African country that you look, any country. If you want to go to Costa Rica, or Brazil, I don't care where you want to go. Find out what the requirements are for residency. You just can't pack up because you got a passport and go live in somebody's country.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You got to follow immigration laws, and a lot of people are not thinking about that. They're not. So you have to follow immigration law. Okay. Chris says video of the families coming in and interview them. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some of that, just like I'm doing with Baba Azibo. I'll be doing some of that. Mike says, I'm thinking I don't want to come with containers because of theft. I don't understand. People ship containers all the time, and
ain't the containers locked?
People ship containers. I mean, they do at the borders, at the harbor, have to go through there and check the stuff, but so that they can assess duty on it. But I haven't really encountered anybody complaining about anything. So my husband ships stuff on containers all the time from the States over here. Matter of fact, when we get ready to, when the house is finished, we're gonna be shipping some stuff on container over here for the house. So I don't know what you mean, Mike. I'm not sure. We have an agent who's a friend of my husband that's like a brother to him. works at the harbor. He clears things out from the harbor all the time. So I'm not really sure what your concern is.
They have a black shipping company that's from, I think they're from Ghana, and they have a business in Long Beach. So I don't know about GHL or DHL or
DHL. They ship like products and goods. Like if your family want to ship you something, they can just send it through DHL.
Right.
You can actually ship stuff, boxes and mail and packages through regular U.S. post office too.
Right.
They have a flat rate international fee now. Sometime it might get here in 2 weeks. Sometime it might get here in 3 months.
Yeah.
But it'll get here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know, my sorority sisters, they sent off a package back in August, 1st of August or something, June, July, and that package just got here last week. They sent it through regular U.S. post office from the States, from New York, and we don't know where it was, but it arrived intact with her stuff in it. It just took a long time. So, but you can pay whatever DHL fees are. My daughter, one of the things Mike said, I just heard they steal stuff from containers. Okay. I don't know about that. I haven't had that experience. My husband ships things all the time, and we haven't had that experience. So I don't know. I can't speak on that. I don't know nothing about that. About folks stealing stuff from containers. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying we haven't had that experience.
Right.
That's what I say. Everybody that I know that ship stuff on containers got their stuff. So I lost my. What was I saying?
We were talking about just closing out. Remember?
Oh yeah. And you can, like, one of my daughter is 23, so there's no Amazon over here. So, but what I was telling her, she still has an Amazon account. My husband's still in the States. My mom's in the States. She could easily buy stuff through Amazon, ship it to them, and then they can ship it to her here. So you can still get things, you know what I'm saying, that you want. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out. I want to thank you all for joining us today. Thank Baba Azibo for giving us the perspective of a new repatriate. Again, I will be coming back more often. I'm going to try to get me I'm looking for a cameraman, really, because what I want to do is go out and do videos, move around and do videos. So right now, I got my feelers out there trying to look for a cameraman to help build up the Sankofa Repat YouTube channel. So that's what I'm doing right now. So be prepared. Y'all gonna be seeing from me.
Encourage people to donate.
Yes, please. Encourage people to donate. Support what we're trying to do. Okay, it's for the people. For the people. All right. So with that being said, Black Power. Thank y'all for joining. Y'all see me soon. I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Peace.
All right.